Hello, good evening to all my friends and fans around the world. This is late Wednesday evening. It's just around midnight, and yesterday I was a little bit late on the track because my friend, he was asking for a service, and I drove him to the emergency, and he was asking the doctor for some painkiller, but because he have a lot of pain in his neck or arm, I don't know, he broke it, so he needed some painkiller. Do I need a banana? Ernestine, my daughter here, is bringing me banana. Banana in the evening. This is the best because it is like a sleeping pill. Big sleeping pill. You don't swallow it whole. Banana is so well packed from the nature. That is yeah. You needed painkillers because of it, and he did this mistake that he didn't call first. I knew that by now. One day, 24 hours later, he was to call them first, so that he didn't need to do this extra, and it costed a lot of money. How was the day today, Ernestine? But you see, the doctors, the main issue here is the doctors. We can do so much wrong. Doesn't matter. We can do so much wrong regarding everything, and even to see psychiatric, maybe you do it in a wrong way, maybe you portray yourself in a wrong way. That can happen. That can happen. But that's part of the problem. How you portray yourself is part of the problem for the psychiatric, for the doctors, because they should know in advance. People are here out of some incident, some situation, and different circumstances make that happen, and people are either they did good explaining, but someone doesn't explain themselves very well. And people with poor language skills, they are afraid to meet doctors in that kind of situation, because they feel that doctors, they would never understand because their language is poor. They are stressed, they are in different circumstances, and it can be wrong. So here is a voice to all the doctors around the world. I bet you are not following me after this, but take it as profound feedback, because one of those that you would think that are serious in their work, the doctors, the lawyers, everybody with high degree of education, they should be very serious. But in fact, they are the poorest regarding serious how they take people's feedback. Doesn't we agree on that, Ernestine? She don't want to comment. It's so bad is that even my daughter doesn't comment on that kind of stuff. but this sleeping pill is good. People in those services that you come for a reason and you go back empty-handed, which he did, my friend did. And I was kind of annoyed too. So I said, next time I will do this video, I will talk about how doctors, I can't talk about nurses, but here in Norway, people with that kind of degree, I can't say anything about the nurses or the assistants. I can't say anything, but the doctors, I have 1 or 2 or 20 fleas to pick with. They are so arrogant. I bet they don't want to listen to this video. Doctors and some nurses I know, not all, not those that I know, they are not arrogant. They are very, very respectful of people. But those that I don't know, nurses that I don't know, and you will ask me, how do you know who those that you don't know? But I know nurses that have been acted arrogantly, I don't want to know them. It's something opposing, obnoxious about they know everything. They know everything. And they demand respect for that they know everything without even asking. I'm so pissed off by those people. But mostly, the nurses are one thing. They are often dogging around the doctors. But doctors, people with some degree of education, they think they know it all, like young teachers. Young teachers are plain stupid. 90%. I don't know them because they are so arrogant. I know I asked some 1 or 2 teachers and they are quite nice. One I met in Israel and so on. But mainly teachers are so pissed arrogant. I can't know where to begin to talk about teachers. And they are educating our children. All the students are in the school and they know this. They learn by the teacher's behavior how arrogant you can be. So when you meet people on the net, you feel that they are arrogant, like looking down on you. They have learned it from their teachers that tend to try to convince you that they know it all. That is. I don't know where to begin and where to end this topic because I have to shut this video. This is copyright. So I shut it down. But it doesn't matter when if I take it up next time, whether I'm late or early. Tomorrow it's a big cleaning day. But I wanted to take this just as I do it intuitively. Because this needs intuition. I have been working on those matters many years. We call it brukermedvirkning. And I have mentioned that maybe in every video I do. I mentioned misbrukermedvirkning, and it is empowerment. It's plainly empowerment. And how we act around children, it's empowering the children. It's what you as a parent grown up should do. Now I use my pointing finger again. The children needs to know how to be independent without the support system of the parents. The support system should be about being independent. And if they are not, if they are slowly, a little bit too slowly growing into independence, you should support that kind of mentality that you are my child, whether it is a she or he. I don't mind all these kind of different layers of sex. I don't mind it. It is a she or a male, female or male. I have no opinion about all the others. But mainly, if they are slow learners in independence, because of course you can't push people out into the darkness all by themselves. No, sometimes we need to stand there with them until you feel the mutual relationship is loosening up these tight bonds between you and your child. And you should be the one that promote this kind of flying. The birds, when they are up in the little nest, how can just a nest like this city, not bigger than this city, it's not big. So you see, it is a small world for the bird, and the bigger they grow, they look outside the fences, their limitations, and they are thinking, how can I get out of this limitation? And that is what your children is all about. They want to get out of the limitations. That is the drive. And if you don't understand that kind of drive, you don't even remember yourself, how you were in the childhood, in the early stages of development. And today, when people are growing up, they think that, mainly in Norway, I'm talking about the Norwegian people, because they are purely lazy, they are ignorant, they just demand everything, and if they don't demand, they pay for everything, so they get what they want anyway. They can just point the fingers, this, I want this, I want this, I want this. It's so easy. Look to people in the Philippines nowadays. I hear about storms, typhoons, all this crazy stuff. Do you think they need help? Of course they do. But first of all, they have so high self-respect. I can't even imagine, because some poor people just burst out their poverty, and even if they are not poor, they will ask you for money. Even if they are just rich, they will ask you for more, because they are what you call snyltere på engelsk. Blood-sucking.
Piggybackers.
Piggybackers?
I think so.
Piggypackers?
Piggybacking.
Piggybacking? I haven't heard that expression, but it seems to be something that is nurturing from other people. The other people do the hard work. They are just sitting there and portray themselves as very pity people, very pity. Oh, I am so poor, I can't do this, my children is that, and I'm sick, I have a sick mother, everybody is sick, and they have no degree of how bad this seems to be for other people. I don't even pity them because they have no limitation on that. But I know that many, for example, Philippines, they have so high regard of hard, if you are not doing labor, and if you don't have a labor, they are so ashamed. They can't live with themselves. They are so ashamed. So they are so desperate in their situation, and they don't want to tell anybody. They do what they can do in order to get their life together. That is a higher. People should learn from those people. But anyway, people that grow up in Norway, they are so spoiled. They are so spoiled. And if they are not satisfied, they are just grumpy. You can't talk with them because they are not satisfied. It's how people act today. If they are not satisfied, they are just very grumpy. And I feel the same way. Many times I feel the same way. That I'm just a grumpy old man that can't be satisfied. But that is the nature of being a human being. If you just focus on your own need, you will never get satisfied. It's just the mentality of people. I can look to myself. I don't blame any other people to that is so bad. It is the nature of man, because if you are just seeking your own satisfaction, you will never be satisfied. I have learned that by, for example, maybe I wanted to buy some. What made me happy was, for example, to have this kind of mobile phone. For example, just an example. I don't have my phone here, but when I bought this kind of mobile phone, I thought that would be the luckiest moment in my life. Let me take a sip. It's still water. Don't be fooled by the bottle. Don't, as we say here in Norway, don't look on the dog's hair, because it could be nice, it could be bad. I totally forgot what I was talking about. and Understine, she is just very busy, preoccupied with all these kind of matters. Yes, I bought this. I wanted this kind of phone. This, I thought it would make my day. And I have to admit, things that I buy that I'm very satisfied with, for example, a torch, a mobile phone, and so on, I put it beside my bed. It's like back in the ages when I was a little boy. I get a toy, I put it beside my bed so I could just look at it and everything. I'm not that childish today, but it is the same feeling that you have this toy or thing that makes you so happy. But after a very short while, you feel the same emptiness. You feel the same that I want to have something more. I want something more. I want to be satisfied again and again. So people I see many, when I like to walk to town sometimes, and I see that people are so preoccupied with walking together because they want to go shopping. Shopping is the new word. It's the old word, but it's reinventing itself, because not only are they shopping, they are having coffee. Not only coffee, but cake. And not only cake, but in advance they have some lunch or dinner or whatever nice food they have. They act as they are so filthy rich that they can go to town and eat the best what they have to serve. So people are just promoting their own satisfaction, but they will never get it. It is lost. At the same point you get what you want, you realize it wasn't really what I need. And there is songs about that. I don't know if it's Rolling Stone. I will give you what you. No, it's. I have forgotten it. I forgot it. I should be more prepared for these talks. Don't you think so? Anyway, people that meet those doctors. If you are a doctor, you pay this attention to this, because you see, as a decent human being, you would like to be met with a little bit politeness. And if you think that your education is so superior to everybody else, I will sit here and laugh at you all the time. Because what kind of arrogance is that you think that your education, your skill, your knowledge about the human body or whatever it is you are a doctor in, it doesn't fit. If you don't meet people with decent respect, equality, and you ask more questions than you, as a educated person, I would think so. If I was that educated, that I was a doctor, I would be interested in the disease that people have by asking those that have this kind of disease. That would be very promoting the already established knowledge I have of this kind of disease, but how you take how this disease impact the patient's life, it is very interesting. And if the doctor is just playing hard to get, and I need patient aid, I need medicine, and all this kind of stuff, it's hurting, I'm in pain. This is just, they meet doctors that are so arrogant that the patient is just a number from top to bottom. And this kind of, you as a patient, you will feel that you are left under the bottom, under the table, in a shelf or burnt up list. So this friend of mine had a very bad experience yesterday, and we were talking about the major. He should put everything in order, but this major in Sandefjord, I don't give him much. He's just a pretty face. I don't think that he does so much. He is meeting people, I like that. Is politicians that meet people in their daily life, walk around and just act as normal human being, as should the doctors do, act as a normal, decent human being. Your arrogance is just a spoiled childhood? Is it that what you want us to think of you? Your arrogance is just a spoiled brat from childhood that were abused so many times that you feel that you need to give a payback? What kind of behavior is that? And people with some kind of education then have some self-respect. They should meet people with respect. That is the simple statement today. So this was not my experience. I have different experience with doctors, but I think that in an emergency situation, and I have heard also many people that experience very nice have some nice meetings with their doctor because they felt that they are seen. And I have also heard that some patients needed to really address the matter. So the patient said to the doctor, now you need to listen to me. You can do that. It's not a crime to really make a statement that makes the doctor, if he has some decency left or some respect left after all these crazy thoughts he may have, he will listen. He will understand why you are suffering, why you are suffering under the schedule with him. Of course, if my child is saying something to me that, Papa, why can't you really listen to me? Why are you so busy pointing fingers and trying to tell me what I already know? I know all this kind of stuff, what you are telling me. Are you so prejudiced that you don't think I know anything? Am I that stupid? Is that what you think of me? Of course, I have to put my finger in the ground and listen. If I'm that ignorant to how the experience the patients have, you have to be listening. All ears. There is a sentence that I'm all ears. So be all ears sometime. But you don't need to be a doctor to understand that sometimes you need to be all ears. As a parent, as a friend, as a relative, be all ears. Ears. If you have people, I will take one thing as a last. Maybe I will continue it some video later, but now it's appeared in my conscience. People's misunderstanding and people's disputes is not only about the case, that they are differing on the case. Mainly what I come to understand, that people that with disputes that can't be ended is very much, I don't say always, of course, I have to leave some other options there, and you can think of other options, but people with disputes very often talk over the other. They interrupt, and the other one feel when he is interrupted that it's something happening out of lack of respect. So that is as escalating the complication in the disputes. If I overtalk anybody, he or she will react, and that's very. Think about it. Think about it. If you, when you are having a dispute with your friend or wife, husband, or whoever, think even your children. You shouldn't overtalk your children. That is the rule. You can't do that crime. It's a crime to overtalk people. And if you tend to do it, you have no respect. And you say, I'm in my right. Yes, even I have rights. As a child, I have rights. And it is no law that forbids you to overtalk. There is no law to be demanded to listen to anybody. There is no law that is about. It's just a decency and respect for other people. And if you don't have so much respect for other people, you will overtalk it. You will obviously overtalk other people if you don't have enough decency and respect. You will always interrupt. Interruptions in talks is mainly out of lack of respect, lack of decency. So think about why you end up in disputes. I don't say that is the whole answer for that, but I think it is the main topic that can be addressed, that you are overtalking other people. And if you, next time you are in a dispute, listen to yourself also. And if you don't have that kind of ability, you can ask, did I overtalk you now? It's a simple question. And the other one will honestly, when it's a dispute, say, yes, you did. So maybe he will say also, no, you didn't. You heard me well. But the next question is, did I understand you? Not you didn't understand me, but did you understand me? Or I'm a little bit tired now, so but the disputes should be also about if you are able to confirm that the other one have understand what you just said. So maybe it's a tricky thing to do, that you need the other one's confirmation that you were understood. Disputes is also very mainly about that your message didn't come through, because maybe you have something with your body language that is into consideration. Dispute is also about body language, maybe the most of it, I don't know. But if you sit like this and are very, very skeptical in your opinion, oh, I don't take this as easy as he or she think. It's very hard to talk to people with a certain obsessive mindset that you are always to be disputed, you are always wrong, it's nothing from you that I can believe in. People like that, you can't even talk to them. Leave them out. Anyway, it's late at night. I think my daughter wants to push me out here. No, I'm just kidding. I like to make jokes so that I see some smile on people's face. And today I only saw ice cream in Ernestina's face. I don't know. Was it nice, that ice cream? Yeah. Ernestina liked her ice cream. So I wish you all good night. I have different topics. I recommend you to dispute me. That is how I get a little bit more reflected over the issues. If you love to dispute people, do it with me. I'm welcoming you to do it. I would rather be disputed and proven wrong than you are supporting me with all these likes and applause. I don't. It's always nice. Thank you for that. But in fact, to be disputed is the best. Then you can be challenged, and sometimes I have realized that I am wrong. That's the game of it. If you can prove yourself wrong, wow! You have not only won, but you have won over yourself, which you didn't believe in the first place. So if you come here and give me some thoughts and everything, hands up for you. Thank you for listening all this time. I hope it was not a waste of your time. If it was, just do something else. Do your own videos. I don't care.